Hello there, and welcome to episode 31 of my playthrough of the 2018 Harebrained Schemes BattleTech game. Today I will be tackling Flashpoint mission Criminal Minds. It's a 3-skill mission, so it should be relatively straightforward today, I think. We find ourselves on Eurus, which is in the Capellan Confederation, and that is who is employing us today. It's kind of weird because we are technically like enemies with the Capellans, given that we are allied with the Fed Sons, but we're still able to do missions for them and use their shop, which is definitely the right thing to do as far as the game mechanics go, because otherwise like the vast majority of the map would be like off limits to us, so kind of glad that they did that. I think the only like caveat is that you can't improve your relationship with them, so it always like stays at 0, but that's fine. Engagement length today is medium, so expect maybe 3 drops. Consecutive deployments are in play. The bonus reward is an uncommon weapon, so that sounds interesting. There are no tonnage restrictions, and we're up against the pirates today, so let's go ahead and read the copy. House Liao requires your assistance in the dismantling of a prominent crime syndicate. Working in concert with Capellan ground forces, you will capture the OpForce personnel and seize their financial assets. That sounds very interesting, so let's go ahead and begin. So, Commander, I've invited you here on the behalf of Sub-Commander Boris Tianyu of the Liao Reserves. His unit has requested assistance with a small task in Eurus's Ivory Crescent province, and I have offered him your help. You will be well compensated for your efforts, of course. That sounds acceptable to us. Then I will take my leave of you, Sub-Commander Tianyu. The comms are yours. Lady Marina's Liao's image flickers off the screen. Okay, so you are what Lady Marina's Liao has sent me. I suppose that I shouldn't be surprised. The CCAF being stretched as thin as it is, proper Capellan military support was probably too much to hope for. Yeah, it's nice to meet you too. Tell us what you need, Sub-Commander. There is a man, Bront Shivraj. He is a courier for Eurus's most prominent crime lord, crime lord, yes. Sorry, my eyesight is definitely struggling in this light. The Iron Sparrow. Your company will eliminate Mr. Shivraj and his bodyguard, then extract the information he was carrying from the wreckage. You will then convey the intel to me. Do you understand? Yep, it's an assassination mission. I'll try and remember that. We said it wasn't our first trip at the rodeo then. Okay, so, well, he's a charm. I bet you 5 C-bills he's going to try and mess us around somehow. Nah, I don't think we have to worry about that. Tianyu wouldn't want to risk getting on the bad side of Marina. That's the theory anyway. Okay, well, obviously something crazy is going to happen in this mission, because it can't just be as simple as an assassination. Highlands today, 3 skull, should be nice and simple. Typical Capellans with... Mind you, I don't know if our like terrible standing with them is actually impacting on our relationship. I think we'll go for the more cash there, because even that is pretty terrible levels of salvage. So we'll just take the 500,000 C-bills. I always like to take at least 1 point of salvage, just in case I come across any mechs that I'm really interested in. So I'm going to clear all the bays here, just so I can discuss who and what we are taking today. So 3-skill mission, I don't think this is going to be too difficult. So what I will do is let's bring the Victor. Same loadout as last time. He did very well for me last time. We'll bring Boudica in the Victor. I will also bring the Orion. I've really changed the loadout of the Orion now. He's got the UAC 20 double plus. 2 M laser pluses, that should be the damage variant, it is. And there are 10 SRMs on there, so he does really, really nice level of damage. You can see there 430, so that's pretty darned impressive. Next up, we need a pilot first, don't we? Let's put Lady Death Lotus in the Orion. Bring the Black Knight, he can be the armor shaver. These are like my heavy equivalent of the Atlas and the Awesome, or more specifically the Annihilator and the Awesome. The Annihilator is like the ultimate finishing mech that I've got on the books, but these two work quite nice together as well, in that one's got the UAC 20 double plus, and then the Black Knight has got all those you know, armour shaving weapons on there, like extended range L lasers and M lasers and such. Let's put metal in the Black Knight today, and then finally we're going to need another jump capable mech, and I think we'll go with a Grasshopper today, Bouncer. And we shall put code in Bouncer. So we've got a nice like 3 heavies and 1 assault there. I don't want to overkill it. All these mech warriors could do with a bit of experience as well, apart from Lady Death Lotus, who is nearly fully maxed out now in terms of XP. So let's go ahead here and deploy. I'm making quite a few changes to the mech bay, like all the mechs that we've got on the active roster, if you want to put it that way. I've had to drop Mina, the catapult, which was very sad because she is Oculus's first love. But I can't really justify when we've only got like 18 bays, and I've already got like the Archer, the Trebuchet, and the Stalker on there, who all kind of operating as LRM spam, and I can't justify having Mina on the books. I hate it. I'd love to have her on that. I think it's pretty tragic actually that this game didn't like allow you to at least run like I don't know, like a battalion level would have been lovely. That's 36 mechs on the active roster, but they've decided against that, which is slightly annoying because I'm constantly having to kind of bring mechs back and forward. I did pick up the Catathrax that I wanted recently. It's the one, I think it's the XL, the one with the ECM equipment in there. So what I'm going to do is, off recording, I'm going to actually try and learn how the ECM works in this game. I know it works in tabletop, but I'm not sure. I kind of know how it works in this, but I'm by no means an expert. So I put loads of like long-range weaponry on there, and I'll try and run it at some point just to kind of give it a bit of a demo. I tried my hardest to get the ECM to work on the Raven, but it's just such a small, piddly mech in this game. It's like so much of its tonnage is taken up with the electronic equipment that you can't get any weaponry on there really. Armour levels are really low, whereas the Catathrax is a massive 70-ton beast that you can kind of give at least like competent levels of armour to, and it can, you know, shoot back. So I'm much more comfortable with that, and it seems to be quite a rare mech to get in this game, so I was delighted that I managed to acquire one. Anyway, here we are. So a timely reminder. Not much to say here. I think we're just on an assassinate mission, so no doubt we'll be screwed over at some point. Looks like it's just one like target, and then a lance of like allied forces, I think. There's a big forest to get through here, so that might slow things down a little bit. Ooh, we've got 2 on sensors here. We've got a 55 tonner and a 45 tonner. Not the scariest there. So I'll just get everyone in the trees though, just so we've got the nice defensive bonuses and lots of evasion chevrons. Bouncer, you're first up. So let's see what this chap is. And it's a Wolverine 6R. Top levels of armour. We'll manage our heat a little bit here, so we'll drop off 2 of the M lasers. Given he was like hunkered down or prone or whatever you want to call it, there's no point really attacking him with like on an alpha strike or, you know, all the weapons that I can get in that range, because I'm just basically wasting heat there. You're not going to get any real damage out of it. As soon as he moves though, unless he goes in the trees obviously, he'll be an easier target. It's much easier for me to do with Chandra here, the Victor, because you can see heat levels are much more manageable given that we've got the LB10X on there as opposed to all the heat spam that the Grasshopper had. So this might get into his armour, sorry, into his structure, which it doesn't. Get past his armour. I always say that incorrectly. So, who next? We'll get Metal first, because he has got the big Black Knight, which is there to shave off armour. And we are into the structure now. And then the UAC 20 will then be pretty devastating, I think, against this poor chap. 95% on those. He is pretty good, actually. I mean, we can basically get 2 alpha strikes in, but would we do that with a UAC 20? Probably not, because of the recall penalties. But there goes his leg, there goes his torso. Ouch. Poor guy's not even moved yet. So I can see 3 mechs. Ah, here's the 4th. So we're getting flanked there, but it doesn't look like it's anything too big. Let's see what you are. It's a 45 tonner. Probably a blackjack. I think they may be an AC2s. Right, let's just go and finish off this poor Wolverine. Oof, horrible. That should be enough, I think. So 1 down. Ooh, it's the is it the 10B or something like that variant of the blackjack? I can't remember. It's 1DB. Looks like 10B, but it's the 1DB. It's like a energy laser blackjack, which is always nice to see. It's got those little arms there. A nice little chap. Yeah, why not? I think we'll just go and batter into this guy, seeing as he's come very close to us. Ooh, nasty. I do like the machine guns in this game. I think the mechanic for it is very interesting. It's far better than tabletop. Tabletop, like vanilla mechanics for machine guns in BattleTech are pretty dire, to be honest. I think they really make mistakes with them. But in this, it seems to be like much not so much fairer, but it just seems like you can actually do something with them. Like you get them as that support weaponry that shoot after doing a physical attack. Range is terrible, but that's fine because it kind of makes up for it with the fact that you've got like a good chance of getting like headshots and it fires after you actually do a physical attack. There goes the blackjack there. And is this guy in range yet? Not yet. Thunderbolt there. Oh, and what a surprise, it's not the one I want. I'm giving up trying to find the one now. That's another mech that I put out of commission. I actually sold it. I was running it as like a shutdown mech with like lots of like flamers and inferno missiles on there. But I'm so annoyed that I can't find that Thunderbolt. I was like, well, maybe if I just sell the one I've got, maybe the game will start taking pity on me and spawning the ballistic one. Complete hokum, obviously, but I'm never going to use it because I really, really want the ballistic one. It's far, far superior. I think it's just the regular 5S, whereas this is the 5SS. I can't remember I shouldn't have even said that really because I can't remember. But it's basically, I think there are 3 Thunderbolts in this game. And to be fair, they're all good. Like, you can get all of them to work, but that ballistic weapon that you get on there, like you can put like an LB-10X on there or a UAC-10 or something like that, and it just gives it so much more punch. And you can then run it in the same way. You can run it to go and shut down your opposition with, the inferno missiles and things like that. It's just you get the added bonus of that real extra punch. We've created the PPC there. Not that matters, because crits in this game are very unusual. You see that it's still fired there. Like a crit on tabletop means that you've lost the weapon, it's gone, but not in this game. For the longest time, I thought it meant that if you critted, then you actually weren't able to shoot that weapon on the next turn, but then you can, obviously, it was just demonstrated then. So I've got no idea what the point is of crits in this game, other than I suppose if it gets hit again, it dies then. So you get like 2 chances at a crit. I don't understand. Maybe it could be seen as better that way, because obviously you'd lose a lot of really nice equipment otherwise, because you do often get crits in this game once you get past the armor. But I think what I said there about like not being able to fire the weapon for a turn, I think that's actually quite a good little like mechanic to put in there. It means that you don't suffer too badly, but there is a penalty to taking a crit. And I'm just really kind of stomping this guy into the ground here. I don't know what he's done to deserve this. Well, I'll tell you what he's done to deserve this. He's not the version of the Thunderbolt that I want. Yeah, not that I'm callous. And something up there is pathetically, well, I say pathetically, he just did a head hit then, but luckily we've got the the cockpit mod on there, so we don't take the injury. But yeah, there must be some kind of terrible mech that we've got to go in to assassinate here. Unless it's a grasshopper, I think they carry like pathetic level LRMs. Not my grasshopper though, he's just a big energy spammer. And the reason I'm doing this, the reason why I'm just stomping away at this guy is because I'm just trying to kind of save as much heat as I can before we actually go and after the target, because they may make a run for it. Excuse me. And if it's not the best mech, if it's something like like a medium mech or some kind of equivalent, then I'll probably find that it will be it'll run away as soon as we like do any structural damage to it. Anyway, there goes the Thunderbolt. There's only that 45-ton mech left now and the target. So what we'll do is, let's just move you... In fact, I'm going to sprint him up here, see if he can see the target. See what its tonnage is. Oh, it's doing more. That's weird. I don't really understand that. That was a 55-tonner there, so that may have been a Shadowhawk and a 65-tonner there. Slightly confused at that. I only ever thought you had to kill the actual assassinate target and they were always on their own. Obviously not here. Unless, no, actually, wait a minute, am I getting my... No, I've destroyed 3 mechs, right? So this is the allied lands down here. Supported by this final one, this 45-tonner, which is a BJ-1. I thought it looked like AC-2 weaponry. It's taking a big reduction there, being in the trees. Ooh! Now that is surprising. Can't recall taking that many hits with Chandra. Must have just been unlucky. Yeah, it can sometimes happen. Like if all the focus fire looks to be on that left-hand side, then that can happen. I'm also not paying that much attention, if you haven't noticed, because this is not the most difficult of mission by the looks of it. There we go. That's surprising. But yeah, I did do a precision shot there, so fair enough. And it is a Shadowhawk. The wacky brother of the trinity of 55 tonners in the inner sphere is the Shadowhawk. I think in this game, I would go so far as to say it's the best 55-ton mech, which is surprising because on tabletop, it absolutely isn't. There's a bodyguard there. That's why there's an extra one. I've never seen that before, actually. Yeah, on tabletop, by far the Wolverine is the best mech. Like, not even negotiable. It's a fantastic mech, is the Wolverine. The Griffin is also good, but you've got to know how to be able to play it because of the PPC and the LRM-10, so you can only use it from range. But the other 55-10 in that trinity is the Shadowhawk. And on tabletop, it's just got a really eclectic group of weapons that don't really work very well. In this game as well, I suppose, like, stock variant is not the best, but you can just change it to be like very, very different. And there's slots on there, and the kind of physical attack. It's got like an amazing melee attack. So the game designers obviously enjoy the Shadowhawk. And there's, of course, another Thunderbolt, and it's again 5SE. I think this is the 8,000th version of this mech that I've come across while playing this game. I just simply cannot get the ballistic variant. I've got 2 points of one, I believe, which must have got them ages ago, like quite early on in the game. And we're just in the safety there of the heat. I'm trying to take this guy out as quickly as possible. Yeah, UAC 20 double plus, lethal. All targets eliminated, sit tight, and adequate performance. Your lance is to be commended. Okay, very good. Good hustle, very nice. Right, so we took 1 point of salvage on that, which I'm glad I did, because again, we're getting spammed by those thunderbolts that I don't want. Any decent equipment? Nothing in the slightest. Just an awful, awful loadout there. So glad that I took the money. We'll take the thunderbolt because we'll get the most Seabills for that. Now it did say this was medium, so presumably there are going to be some shenanigans now that we're going to get told about. Because there's got to be at least another 2 drops, I think. Oh, okay, we're going right into the... Oh, capture base. Okay, cool. Well, we'll take the Victor out here. We'll put the Highlander in. He's just got that little bit of leg damage. Not anything to write home about, but we'll change things up a little bit. Let's take Bouncer out as well and put the Stalker in, because why not? Love an LRM spamming Stalker. And I think we'll keep the 2 same tanks there. And we'll definitely keep the same mech warriors in place. Modge the Stalker. He is a bad boy at the LRM spam. Get those TTSs on there for sure. TTSs in this game are really, really good. I don't know what the meta says about them, but I just find them like incredibly useful. Like I'd much rather put on like a TTS. They take up between 1 and 3 tons, depending on how good they are. And I'd much rather like take a couple of weapons off, or maybe if my heat management is okay, like drop a double heat sink or something like that and put the TTS on. Again, I quote this quite often, but Voltaire. God is on the side of the God is not on the side of the biggest battalions, but on the best shots. So if you've got weapons that basically have higher accuracy rates, obviously that was in reference to back in, like Napoleonic era warfare and before that. BattleTech, though, it absolutely applies. If you can shoot and hit things with your mechs, you will win. Right, okay, so this is the place, Commander. The Iron Sparrow's warehouse lies just ahead of you. Its contents ripe for picking. I want you to advance on that warehouse, survey it, engage the Iron Sparrow's forces, and claim the factory for Xiao Liao. Fight bravely, Commander. I'll be watching you. Okay, so we've killed the pirate, and now we're basically raiding their stores. Sounds legit. He's a pirate, so, if you're in the pirate game, you've got to expect that you are going to be pirated yourself. What have we got over here now? We've got a 55-tonner and... what's this? A 50-tonner over there. So we'll just get everyone in the trees over here. Seems to love his 55-ton mechs, this guy. That's a Griffin, I believe. The 1S. Oh, they've got no armour. Oh, what a waste. No armour on a Griffin. That certainly means that we'll get reinforcements then. 50-ton there, and 2 more 55s at the back. Right, well, yeah, these guys don't have a chance. Bringing that level of armour when you've got a Gauss rifle on the field. There he goes. So that's his PPC being ripped off. That's the problem with the Griffin, is they really are a one-trick pony. Like, once you target that right-hand side, that's it, really. They're out of commission. We probably don't... Yeah, what have we got? Armour. 54 left, so we'll just strike with our secondary weapons here. I really, really don't like it when it gives us, like, lances that don't have any armour. It's a weird decision. I don't know why the game does that. It's just got horrendous levels of armour. I don't mind, like in the early game, or if there's like a narrative reason for it, but not in this. I mean, I want a challenge. It can be quite frustrating though, especially if you're trying to do what I'm doing here and like record things. Because I would love it if I could like bring a mech that like suits, bring a lance that suits a mission. For instance, if I knew that this is what the opponents would be, I would have just brought my medium mechs. But you You just can't tell in this game. It's so like random. Like you can do missions. It'll be like, oh, it's 3 skull, and you'll go there and you'll have like 9 or 10 mechs to destroy, and they'll all be fully armored up to the hilt, and you might have some turrets. So it can. I know. Don't get me wrong. It's good that they do that because it puts some like weird, like chance factors in there. But I wish there was just like more consistency with it, so I could kind of gauge what kind of force I was going to bring. Because as you can see, this is not a challenge. I certainly wouldn't have brought the Highlander anyway if I'd have known. This will probably be the end of this chap. Three dead in round 4. We might get... yeah, this trebuchet is not going to have a chance. We've got eyes on the facility boss. I'm seeing point defense turrets, but you should almost go... but that should almost go without saying. I mean, it's a crime lord's secret stash, of course. It's got turrets. The Iron Sparrow will almost certainly have other units in the area. Advance on the warehouse, but don't let them catch you off guard. So we've got 8 mechs and 4 turrets today. But if they're all armoured like... well, if the other mechs are armoured like these guys, it's a doddle. Right. Well, let's just keep going here. Ooh, centre torso with the L-layers. This might be him. Toast. Not quite. He should still have all his LRMs there. Oh, sorry, it's not the LRM version, it's the PPC version. It's irrelevant though because the good mod will finish this guy off pretty easily here. The LRM-20s, I've got the double plus on there, which give the +2 damage to each missile, so they hit like SRMs. And if you put a mech warrior in there who's got good tactics and he doesn't take the minimum range penalties too badly, yeah, it's basically like having an 85-ton mech as an SRM carrier, which is just an absolute bad boy. Right, let's run everyone down here. We'll blow these turrets. And then we'll hopefully be able to raid this store and then turn around and destroy reinforcements. I'm guessing that's what's going to happen. And we've got standard turrets today. Soften that one up. Mod should be able to take that out with a cheeky LRM spam here. Boom. So, just trying to think where the reinforcements will come from. Let's just have a look at the topography. Can be anywhere. It could be from up here. It could be from over here. It's not going to be from where we came from. So it's going to be anywhere down this valley here. Let's do a sensor lock. And Modge may be able to take that out if the others can't get into range. I think they can though, actually, so it wasn't necessary. Oh, actually, yeah, I'll tell you what. I'm just going to try and drop some heat, actually, with the Black Knight in preparation for the reinforcements. And no way we're wasting UAC 20 shells on a turret. And unfortunately he now can't shoot anything, so we'll just run him in here. Look at him, the big Modge. What a beast. What a beautiful, beautiful beast he is. He's very, very cool. Right, where are we here? Let's try and... oh, these are light standard? That means they've got barely any armour then. Yeah, let's just do that. 2 nice 45s there. Should be very close to popping. And looks like, well, potentially more medium mechs being thrown at us. Guessing it's medium mechs. Boudica should be able to finish both these off with multi-strikes here. We'll put the LRMs into turret A, which has been softened up already. And there it goes. Lovely stuff. Right, so we just have to capture the base, then turn around and wreck these fellows over here. Ooh. Let's get the sprint activated. So Samson's well placed to attack on the next turn. Modge will put you in the trees facing the reinforcements. Give them slow death with those LRMs. And again, no armour. Very, very silly. Right, Boudica. Let's... Might as well go for a precision shot here then. Why not? Not sure what we got there. I don't think we hit the head. Probably hit the torso. Is that a dragon? I think. Yes, it looks like a dragon. It is a dragon. And... oh, we can't get into range with Samson, so let's just run him over here. Try and draw some fire. Got another cheeky... oh, it's a catapult. But none of them are any threat because they've just got no armour. There's an assassin there as well, which is, as I've said a few times before, probably the worst mech in this game. One of the worst mechs in general in BattleTech, to be honest. We have got some nice percentages on it there though, and it's not in the trees, so I think we'll actually take that. Might be enough to take a leg out. Or more. Modge, beautiful Modge. You can target the catapult here. He's the threat with the LRM spam. But not really anymore. Yeah, you know your day's not going for you when your Griffins can't hit the side of a barn door with the PPCs. Yeah, actually we'll bring Boudica in to take the objective. We will just try to wreck everybody else with the rest of the lance. Ouch. I always get like shivers of pain when I destroy a catapult. They're such beautiful machines. Not that we destroyed him. He's basically on his way out, but he's still in the fight for now. Not for much longer though, I don't think. Look at that. Unfortunately, this guy can't multi-strike, but we'll... what have we got here? Okay, yeah, we'll just target the leg, see if we can get a cheeky death. No, we can't. He is absolutely like cooked. Has he got anything left? He's got 3 M lasers. Oh, Moji, who are we going to attack? I think we're going to be the Griffin because he's got the PPC. So let's finish him off. And Boudica, can you jump to the objective? I don't think you can yet. But that's fine. See if we can get a cheeky headshot on the dragon. Good show. Enemy down indeed. And the catapult is getting up with his 3M lasers. Still in the fight though. There he is. Poor guy. He looks like a Cicada now. He's not a catapult anymore. And Lady Deathloader should be able to just tap this guy and he should exploderize. Right, we've got to actually get the warehouse though, so we'll jump in there with Boudica and then brace for everybody else, and that should be the end of the mission. Lovely. A satisfactory job, Commander. I'm pleasantly surprised. Gee, Sub-Commander Boris, thanks. I don't like your tone, Mr. Vertinen. Now, according to the Courier's manifest, the warehouse should be full of valuable mining equipment. You will send your finest mechanics to catalogue that equipment for me, and you will personally supervise them until the job is done. Yeah, sure, I'll get right on that. You will do this, and you will approach your task with the skill and efficiency that I'd expect of a CCAF veteran. Of course, that's what Yang used to be, isn't it? Compile a manifest and leave everything else untouched. Tian Yu out.
Mission successful.
So, we got over 500,000 C-bills there, which for a ridiculously easy mission. Everyone got a kill. No mechs that I want. No electronics. Ooh, gyro double plus, that's very good. The comms, I've got loads of those. We'll take the LRM 10 plus as well. Worth it just for the gyro there. That was a nice find. So we're getting a message from Yang on the surface, Commander. He's marked it as urgent. Put him on screen. Hey, boss, you know how struggling with that name, Tianyu said that he wanted me to write up an inventory of the mining equipment in the warehouse and leave everything else untouched? Well, we found something else in here. The door to a big underground vault. Ballpark estimate, this thing stretches about 12 city blocks and with multiple above ground entry points. Wow. I see, and you want to know whether you can open it. One step ahead of you there, Exo. I already did. Cheeky Capellan. But I approve. We were under Tianu's express instructions not to do that, Yang. Yeah, Exo, I know, but you know how I feel about authority figures in general, and the guy was being a total nondescript. Really, there are no ways that I wasn't going to open this vault. Well, talk about this later, Yang, pointedly, but for now, you may as well tell us what you found. A hell of a lot more than mining equipment, boss. Exo, oh, I remember this mission. I'm looking at a Star League era BattleTech Griffin class. It's the 2N. It's partially stripped, but I can 100% guarantee you that I could work wonders with it. Oh, you're talking about stealing from our client? Well, not really. We're stealing from the pirates, Darius. Really? Because I don't see it that way. We've got a recording of Sub-Commander Boris saying that he wanted a vault full of machine tools. That was the job he hired us for, and he's welcome to them. I'll wrap him up I'll wrap him up with a bow for him if he wants. The way I see it, it isn't theft to take something he never asked for, and it'd be beyond stupid for us to leave an asset this valuable on the table. Yeah, there is literally no chance in hell that I'd leave a Star League mech. They're really, really difficult to get in this game. In fact, I'm only kind of expecting one more after this, and that would be the Bull Shark. There are lots of different Star League variants in this game. There's like the Black Knight that I'd love to get as well, but I don't know whether you might be able to find them like if you cozy up to the pirates, get access to the black market, or maybe in the, I don't know. What I do know is that you don't get that many of them. So when the opportunity comes, never turn it down. We never technically agreed to give them that mech, and they never asked for it. Box it up, Yang. It's ours. Damn right it is. Damn right it is, boss. There you are. I'll get it packed up and ready to transfer to the Leopard, then prep everything else at the site to hand over to Sub-Commander Boris. So something's going to happen now, right? Like we can't get that for free. That will upset the Capellans, no doubt. We're in Defend base now. So, is that it, actually? I know what your man has done. Lady Marine may be fool enough to trust in mercenaries, but I've had agents watching you from the start, and now I find my suspicions confirmed. Prepare yourself to face the full wrath of the Liao Reserves, Commander. I will claim the contents of that vault you so covet, then I will bury you in it. Okay, so they found out our little plan here. 3 skulls, so let's get some more cash. Yeah. Okay, that's fine. I'm going to bring a better lance today because I will protect a Star League or a mech with my very life. So we'll definitely bring the Highlander. We'll also bring Oculus today. He's the one that made the call to basically not steal, to what word can I use that's not going to sound horrendously negative? Acquire the Griffin. We will bring the. I'm going to bring the Annihilator because it's an Annihilator, and we'll put Lady Death Lotus in there. I'm going to bring the Awesome 8T. We'll put Bear in there. That rhymes, and I will bring the Stalker. Yeah, let's bring the Stalker, and we'll put Boudica in the Stalker. The full assault lance there, though. Modge, good old Modge, he'll be running as a heavy today because of Boudica's special skill. Yeah, let's bring the pain to the Capellans. No doubt this will massively upset Lady Marina, but it's a Star League Griffin mech. How can one turn that down? We have actually had a play around with this mech already because you get it in one of the priority missions. The Star League mission one, is it on R2 or R3, something like that? And that is a glorious mech. I will be loading it up far more gloriously than that particular variant. But yeah, it's Star League mechs, just a thing of beauty. I'll tear that thrice damned shack down around you to reclaim whatever you've stolen from me, mercenary scum. We didn't steal anything, Sub-Commander Boris. The mech we took wasn't listed anywhere on your salvage manifest. That puts it squarely in Finders Keepers territory, and we're keeping it. By all means, kill yourselves over that pile of scrap. I've got people in the area, but we'll stay out of it for now. Right now, all I want to do is watch you rip one another's throats out. So the Iron Sparrow's still somewhere in the vicinity. I wonder if he'll make an appearance here. So we've got defend the warehouse against Liao's reserves. 2 buildings must survive. That's good. In short, all structures survive. I doubt we'll get that. Destroy Sub-Commander Tinyu's vanguard. So they're coming just from this direction, but we'll probably be getting reserves as well. Well, let's crack on. Oh, he's kind of awkwardly on the hill there, is the Awesome, which is kind of annoying. Let's bring you down there. It could be useful, though, to keep somebody back a little bit. Just to kind of keep their senses active in case we get outflanked. And in this case, we'll do that with good old Modge, because Modge just has to sit behind the building and ping off his LRMs. We've got a 40-ton mech and another 55-ton mech. I thought they'd be bringing something decent today. Wolverine, yep, going right for the building there. Modge, do your damage. Oh, beautiful. Look at that. Look at that stability damage. Insane. Right, let's... we're just going to kind of pull the Highlander a little bit on this left-hand flank here, just so you can basically... Oh, it's a Cicada there, so it's not something we really have to worry about. Should knock the Wolverine over here. I kind of think I take the Highlander for granted. It's such a game-changing mech. Yeah, glorious. Right. Who else have we got? We've got the... Well, we'll bring the Awesome actually to meet these two, and then we'll bring the Annihilator just up here to wreck these chaps. This guy is toast. I think we should be alright with just 2 here. I think we were alright with just 1. And Bear, you can run down here and meet these guys. Look at those lovely percentages, considering how many evasion pips he's got there. So let's go ahead and strike. We've seen some garbage mechs on this particular Flashpoint. We had the Assassin as well. Horrible. And Modge, again, just can stay back there and LRM these guys to death. Feel the wrath of Modge. I need more mechs with slightly amusing names. I take BattleTech very seriously, so they usually get like very, like serious names like Ozymandias and Mars. But I think I prefer mechs when they've got daft names like Modge. Again, we got some wonderful percentages here. Ouch. Well, you don't turn your back to an awesome. And Lady Death Lotus, you should make short work of this chap. Yep. There he goes. Never ever threaten to take away my Star League mech or you die. Here are the reinforcements then. So 75 ton mech now, so it's starting to get serious. Hunchback with the AC-20 there as well. And Modge just going to do his Modge thing. 95... Oh, an Orion there. We'll target the... Actually, we're going to go for the Hunchback on a precision strike here. It's the wrong side, unfortunately. It's the non-AC-20 side, that. But we got the ammo. Lovely stuff. He can't fire his AC-20 now. And another... Oh, so they leave their serious mechs till last then. Yeah, so 70 and a 75. Kind of glad that I brought a good lance on this one. Marauder and a Warhammer. Classic lineup, that. Classic lineup. I'm just going to wreck this Orion, I think. We didn't kill it, but it'll absolutely nearly be toasted. The Hunchback is not a threat now, so let's just finish off this Orion. The awesome, you can just sprint up there, sink some heat, maybe get back for a shot on the next turn. I feel quite sorry for these guys. Like, they were... Imagine seeing Cthulhu and, Modge, the mighty Modge, on top of the hill playing King of the Hill. That your heart would just, like, sink in your chest. We'll take the Hunchback out here. There we go. And are they targeting the building? They're not, which is good, which means we'll probably get the secondary here. And let's do a precision strike. These are very, very similar mechs in terms of loadout. Dual APCs. More concerned about the Marauder though, because he has the AC-5 as well. So he's a better target against the buildings. Cthulhu. Going to be overheating here, so we'll drop one of the UAC-10s. Knocked down, very good. That means he runs now as an assault mech. And Bear, ooh, yeah, that's not very good actually. We'll run him back here. He could have shot his snub PPCs, but we'll go again on the next turn. Ooh, targeting the building, might destroy it. No. Modge kill, no, in fact Modge target Marauder. Modge kill Marauder. This will be good actually in case he does go for the building. We should wreck one of the PPCs here. Yeah, and the AC-5, that's good. So he's only got one PPC left. And here, close proximity with a PPC. Very strange decision. We're just going to do a physical attack here with the Annihilator. Oof. Nasty. And everyone else should be able to take the Wrecking Ball to this Warhammer now. So brutal. And Jacob, you can just come back a little bit and do a precision strike. Yeah, we'll go for the head, why not? That's one of its PPCs destroyed anyway. It's the only thing that I fear, because obviously the building factor. PPCs can be pretty brutal against buildings. And that should be it. That should not. Yeah, there he goes. Yeah, that was overkill. But in a way, I'm kind of glad because it meant that we got the secondaries, so we get more money. All targets eliminated. Sit tight, and I can collect you. Not bad, Commander. Not bad at all. I'll tell you what. You can go ahead and keep that rusted heap of junk. What a nutter. Makes me wonder what else he's got hidden in there. It doesn't matter, Maya. We need to take our haul and go. Sparrow, you've got yourself a deal, and if anyone asks you what happened here, you tell them that Sub-Commander Boris Tianyu attacked his own mercenaries over a contract dispute. Done and done. I'll even find some credible witnesses to collaborate your story. Pleasure doing business with you.
Mission successful.
I don't care what's going on, because what I got is a Griffin. I think it's the 2N variant. Ooh, over 1 million sea bills. Well, we've got the negative thing there with the Capellans, though. And, yeah, everyone got a kill. This is good. There's been no mech salvage that I'm interested in. Have we got any electronics? Ooh, we've got the M laser double plus with the extra damage, which is great. Ooh, an arm mod as well. That would be nice. Kind of short on arm mods. I think I'll take the M laser instead, though. They're more difficult to get. Yeah, we didn't look out and get the armor, but that's fine. They're only quite cheap. You just need to go to like abandoned systems to try and find them. So, I think that will be it, but we might have like a salty message from Lady Marina here telling us we've been very, very naughty. Again, it's like the second time I think we've screwed over the Capellans. Commander Durant, we need to talk. I broke to the system to assist Sub-Commander Tianyu on a job. Instead, I find Tianyu dead at your feet as you destroy. You thought you should have got the idea now. We don't like the Capellans. It was self-defense, ma'am. Tianyu turned his guns on us, which is absolutely true. That's right. We lawfully lay claim to a derelict mech salvage, like the rule of the sea. Right? If you find it, it's yours. There was no claim on it by the Capellans. They wanted something else. We discovered after completing our contract objective, Sub-Commander Tianyu then attacked us in an attempt to hijack that salvage. I documented the entire encounter and will provide you with evidence to back up my claims. And I will scrutinise that evidence, Mr. Loviera. If I find that you're attempting to mislead you, our next meeting will be far less cordial. Ooh. Yikes. If she was any angrier, there'd be smoke pouring out of her ears. Sure, but Sub-Commander Boris, look at me, I'm a complete idiot. Tianyu got his butt kicked and we're still walking away over Star League era battle mech. All in all, I think we came out of this on top. Yes, we scored a beautiful mech, but you jumped the gun on opening the vault, Yang. No. This is the first time I've ever disagreed with Darius. He's usually my absolute wingman, but not today. Frankly, we're lucky that Lady Marina didn't order her own people to start shooting at us. Yeah, XO, I know. I guess that Sub-Commander Boris annoyed me to the point of reason. In the future, I'll probably be best if my direct involvement with difficult clients was kept to a minimum. I wish I had another response there, which was, Yan, good boy, well done. Well done on getting the Star League mech. That's settled then. We've got a new battle mech to inventory and contracts to look over, so let's get back to work. Is it the 2N? Because I've been calling it the 2N, so let's hope I'm right. It is the 2N. Oh, what a beautiful mech. What a beautiful, beautiful mech. The Griffin 2N is an old Star League model that was among the most versatile mechs in its heyday. Its weapons generated a lot of heat, but the old double heat sinks were put in to handle it. Just a point to note, that's double heat sinks in the engine. So even though you don't see it, you get a massive benefit from Star League mechs because they run so cool. Like the Highlander. If you've been watching the playthrough and you've seen that I jump and fire with that guy all day because of the double heat sinks in the engine. You can't do that with like Succession War era mechs, where like 98% of the mechs in this game are Succession era. It's almost impossible to find those anymore. Yeah, that's right. We got a gyro on stability damage taken. That's very good. We got a piece of a panther. 2 pieces of a panther. Very random. And 2 AC2s, which I won't use. And he's just telling us what we've just read out. Now I'm going to put the Wolverine in storage because that's the 55-ton mech, and the Griffin really does replace that now. So yeah, let's do that. I can't really show you anything about the Griffin just yet, obviously, because it won't have any. Oh, it does have weapon loadout on there. Oh, it's so beautiful. Look, it's got the double like missile packs. Oh, it's so gorgeous. Look at him. Just look at him. What a beauty. Loadout there is... It's got the ERPPC, which... The ERPPC is... I mean, technically it's an amazing weapon because it's 60 damage. So it does as much damage as an AC-10. It doesn't need ammo. And it's got much better range. But the heat is just mad. You know, you're coming in there at 45 heat. It's just brutal. It's exactly the same on tabletop. I often think I'd prefer a regular PPC, even though they don't fire as far. You just don't have the heat problems with them, and it's very similar in this game. But the extra damage and the extra range is really, really good. Yeah, I'm surprised actually it came with a full loadout. I mean, that mech is worth an absolute fortune. If you find like a regular ERPPC, I think they cost well in excess of 1 million C-bills. So that was a hell of a haul. I'm going to go away now anyway and play with my new toy. Make him amazing. You will find that mech can hold up in any lance. Any lance in the game. So you can run, like in the hardest missions, you can run like 3 assaults and that Griffin. That Griffin will absolutely do the job you want from it. It's especially useful if you need a mission where you need speed, because not only do you get speed with a Griffin, but it's got good armour, it's wonderful heat management with those double heat sinks, and it's got a brilliant array of weaponry. So it's just a massive upgrade on every other like medium mech that you can get. So yeah, if you do this Flashpoint mission, just take it because it's a game changer. Amazing as well for the tonnage restriction missions if you're coming across difficult ones, because usually the tonnage restrictions say you can't have a mech that weighs more than 55 tons. So the Griffin's obviously right on the cusp of that. So you can bring the Griffin and you are guaranteed to have a much easier time. Anyway, I think I'm going to end things there. So I'm going to go play with a new toy, and I'll thank you very much for watching, and I'll hopefully catch you again in the next episode.